A very warm welcome to the channel. I'm Dr. Dan, and it's great to have you with us. Today we're unpacking a major story that could soon affect the price you pay for your morning coffee, your bananas, and even your steak. It's a story about promises made, political pressures, and a surprising pivot in American trade policy. Not long ago, then-candidate Trump made a bold pledge: 90 new trade deals in his first 90 days. But the reality? Fewer than a dozen of those deals were finalized. This shortfall is now colliding with a harsh reality: rising grocery bills. Household budgets are being stretched to their breaking point. The persistent inflation has become a political vulnerability, and many economists argue the administration's own tariffs are fueling the crisis. In response, the Trump administration appears to be changing its strategy. The White House is now turning its attention towards Latin America, planning a series of new, targeted trade agreements. But these deals aren't designed to boost American exports. They're designed to make specific imports cheaper. The administration is set to sign new framework deals with 4 key nations, signaling a major shift driven by the cost of living back home. So, what exactly does this pivot entail? This isn't just posturing. The wheels are already in motion. On November 13, 2025, the White House announced new framework trade agreements with Argentina, Ecuador, Guatemala, and El Salvador. Under these deals, tariffs on select food items will be reduced or removed. We're talking about staples like coffee, bananas, and certain cuts of beef. For example, the 10% U.S. tariff on Argentinian beef is to be exempted, a major concession aimed at lowering prices. But these deals are about more than just food. They also include non-tariff aspects, like rules for digital services, intellectual property standards, and food safety measures. These components are crucial for ensuring that increased trade flows smoothly and safely while embedding American-aligned standards into the region. The deal with Argentina, for instance, capitalizes on the pro-market, U.S.-friendly stance of its government under Javier Milei. Likewise, strengthening ties with nations like Guatemala addresses both economic goals and security concerns, like managing migration. By offering preferential access to the U.S. market, Washington creates incentives for these nations to align more closely with its interests. So, why is this happening right now? The most powerful driver is the relentless pressure of rising food prices on American households. The administration faces immense political heat as families watch their grocery bills surge, creating a full-blown cost of living crisis. This is a dramatic reversal. Previously, Trump's policy emphasized protectionism. Now the need to ease domestic prices is forcing a pivot. The timing is also deeply political. With elections on the horizon, the administration needs tangible, short-term wins. Abstract economic data fails to cut through, but a visible drop in the price of coffee or bananas could counter voter discontent. Geopolitically, this is also a move to counter China's growing influence in America's backyard, building a bloc less dependent on Beijing. But this pivot is not without risks. The most significant is a potential backlash from domestic producers, like U.S. beef producers protesting increased competition. Indeed, the deal exempted the tariff, but did not expand Argentina's export quota. It's a compromise to appease the farm lobby. This also sends mixed signals. Earlier in 2025, the administration imposed large tariffs on Mexican tomatoes. This whiplash can confuse markets. And while headlines push cheap imports, the actual price relief for consumers may be blunted. Experts remain cautious about full transmission of savings. Currency fluctuations, logistics, and domestic inflation may absorb the savings before they ever reach the price tag. The real question isn't just whether bananas get cheaper, but whether the strategy delivers tangible benefits before political winds shift again. In one sense, this move is very Trump, showy, headline-driven, but in another, it's pragmatic, facing pressure from households battered by inflation. It reveals how trade policy, food security, inflation, and geopolitics now intertwine in new and complex ways. What to watch now? Whether these framework deals are finalized, how retailers respond, and if consumers actually feel the relief. Thank you for joining me on Dr. Dan's channel. We will continue to follow this story closely. What do you think? Will this move affect your budget? Tell us in the comments. If this was helpful, please like this video, subscribe, and share it. Your support helps us keep telling these important stories.